That's why I'm saying, aku punya banyak suami. It's sad that you somehow have to prepare yourself for it. Because there are just people who think that way, and I don't know what can be done to fix their brain.
Halo. Oke, teman-teman semua, selamat datang di episode Breakdown yang terbaru kali ini. Agak sedikit berbeda, di belakang itu suasananya berbeda sekali. Because this episode, again, we're going to speak in English. Because besides me, is a person who cannot speak Indonesian, correct? Correct? Okay, so this is a rush breakdown because you want to do a brief next, I believe, because this is the grand finals. So this is going to be the different. This is the rush breakdown from Dunia Games. Okay, so we're just doing this for 30 minutes, I think. So we're going to rush it, okay, Brigida? Okay, first question. I heard you are not well yesterday. Is that real or not?
No, it's real. I was sick for the first 2 days of the knockout stage. I was supposed to cast, honestly. So, if you saw certain series where there were just 2 casters instead of 3, that's because I was supposed to be the third.
What happened? Is that the Indonesian weather is very bad when you come here? Because honestly, for me, Indonesian is very bad. A few weeks ago.
Yeah, but the weather is quite similar to the Philippines. It's just that I think many caught this certain flu, and it just so happened that I was with them a lot of times. So maybe I caught it somehow.
But you're okay right now, eh?
I guess I'm okay. There's still a bit. You could hear
Your
it.
voice? Yeah,
you could hear
voice.
it. But I think I'm pretty okay.
Okay, so we want to know a little bit about you because you're new in this MLBB scene. You just joined like M5, I think. The first time you are seen internationally.
Yeah. The M5, I was not in the international broadcast yet. I was still in the Filipino broadcast. So the first ever, I'd say, international broadcast I joined was M6.
Okay. How does it feel, Brigida? I mean, it's not a secret anymore that you're already seen by all of the international audience from MLBB right now. How do you feel to get that attention?
As I always say, it's a bit overwhelming. I never expected it to be this wide scale. This, like I suddenly jumped from. My TikTok it used to be on 140K, and right now it's approaching 800. My IG used to only be 40K, and now it's approaching 300.
My IG is still 1K, and right now, not 2K. Not already 2K, so still, I cannot trace you, I think, in terms of followers.
I didn't expect to reach it this far, too. They were just suddenly on my social media accounts, and now I'm starting to believe that the Indonesian fans are really something.
Yes, that is the secret of Indonesia, actually. That's the secret how you get famous. Indonesian audience is the fastest way to get famous. But when does it start? The growth of your followers. When does it start? After M6?
I guess M6 was the start. I grew my followers significantly after M6, but it wasn't this crazy. Like, there was a jump, but not as big as what happened to my account when I was here or while I'm here in Indonesia. So, yeah, because before M6, I was mainly casting the Filipino broadcast still. I wasn't a mainstay in the English broadcast, so I really felt like M6 was a huge test for me also. Because I did do English broadcast occasionally, but it was more on panel. I wasn't able to cast English on the desk.
Because of you're not hype enough, or you're more of an analyst?
No,
maybe?
it's because I'm jumping between the English and Filipino broadcast. So I get to do limited roles for the English in the meantime.
talking about being a caster, an analyst, like, of course, and a panelist. What is the story behind Brigida's, background? How she became a caster? Do you want to become a caster back then?
It just actually crossed my mind at first, because I was in college back then. I was still studying, and I didn't know what I wanted to take for my future job, or even my course was something I just took up because I wanted to explore.
What you study?
Communications.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same.
See, it's a very broad
yeah.
course, right? So you get to try different things. There are a lot of tracks under it. You could do film, you could do journalism, you could do broadcast, you could do a lot, basically. So that was my idea. And whenever I tried to think about what was I passionate about, what do I enjoy doing, what do I like, it always comes down to playing games and playing Mobile Legends in particular, because Mobile Legends really was my passion and I've been playing it for a very long time. Occasionally, I do take a break, but I eventually find myself back in Mobile Legends. So I just knew it had something to do with Mobile Legends. And then it just so happened that MPL Philippines launched their first ever caster search back in 2021. That was late 2021. And then I just took it as a sign because there was no better timing. It was such a perfect opportunity for me, and even though I was still studying, I just told myself I really didn't want to let go of this opportunity. So I grabbed it, even though I was scared, I had no experience, and I wasn't really a risk taker. And after that, it wasn't as smooth sailing for me. It didn't immediately result to me being an MPL or anything. I also wasn't able to cast any Moonton sanctioned events for a while. It took some time, I guess a year, before I was eventually part of MDL. So I started in MDL, and then I guess a few or 2 seasons after MDL, I finally became part of MDL.
Ah, okay. So it's a long journey to can be a caster right now, yeah. So you start from Caster Hunt. That's a good point, actually. I just know that because Caster Hunt here also starting only in season 12, I believe. So Caster Hunt is realize if you know the English caster, that one is from the Caster Hunt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so in Indonesia, I think it's the same, but I think it's different because we're not start like from season 1. So that's the difference. And when you already cast with the Indonesian caster here, do you know what is the difference? Cast in the local tournament in MPLPH and international tournament for Mobile Legends. Do you find any difference there?
I guess it's no. I feel like there is a difference, especially when it comes to the audience and how you decide to tell the stories as a talent. As for example, me, I am a Filipino, but now that I'm doing the international broadcast, then there are a lot more stories that are involved. There's a lot more at stake. There are a lot more emotions. There are people supporting these teams coming from their individual regions, and that is something I have to carry with me and carry over, even though I do personally have my own preferences, or I support certain teams as well as a Filipino, but all of that has to be set aside because in the Philippines you cast all Filipino teams, you get so used to their gameplay and stuff like that, and there's a certain way I approach casting when I'm there, when I'm so familiar with my audience. I think that's a better way to put it. I'm more familiar with my audience when I'm in the Philippines, but when I'm in international tournaments like this, it feels like it needs double the effort to really get to know these teams, to really study and learn what they are and how they play, so you get to give justice to their games, and so you can carry over, like what I said, the fans.
I heard that become a caster have to be neutral. Is this true or not? I mean, as you cast in international tournament, right? I mean, you going to be want to support your country 100%. Same as me. When I go international to M6 maybe last year, I want to support Indonesian team. But as the caster, as a worker, you have to be neutral. How hard that it be when you're in the desk and you want to support your team but can't because you have to be neutral? Is it hard, Brigida?
Of course, in a way, it is. It is hard because there's a part in you that just wants to sit back and watch and cheer alongside the crowd, but at the same time, you have to deliver the action. And it is hard, but I think you get to overcome the difficulty by keeping in mind that other people are feeling the same, that there are people who just the same badly want to see their teams win and want to hear these teams get the hype they deserve or stuff like that, and that they're all equally fighting and aiming for the top. So I guess best example was yesterday when Alter Ego was fighting against Team Liquid. It was a very emotional cast, considering I'm a Filipino. But the way that you see Alter Ego play, the way they were just able to really dominate and make a statement about how strong they are, and their storylines in general, like the build-up that it took for them to finally make it here to the M series again, and the individual stories of the players, and you get to see their personality outside too. Like, all of these factors allow you to get to know these teams a bit more, and I think that makes it a bit less difficult because at the end of the day, it's just really a competition. And
I agree. I'm very agree with you because yesterday many Filipinos in the media room also like Alter Ego story is very good lah to bring up. Even though TLPS have to go home, but yeah, you can get a good story from Alter Ego also. Talking about the match yesterday a little bit, Brigida, do you expect that TLPH will coming home in the lower bracket?
I don't want to say I expected it to happen. I guess it's more of I had a feeling it might happen because I guess almost everyone would agree that it has been a bit shaky for Liquid compared to all their previous dominant runs in international tournaments. It's not them feeling very comfortable with the meta. It's not them seemingly very light-hearted when you look at them, because I feel like that has a role to play in this.
Yeah, I mean, Team Liquid has this objective to get the achievement of the golden road, right? I mean, they have to be in the seriousness 100% in this match. But what I saw is Alter Ego is more likely comfortable with the meta right now. So that's why they can play 100% versus Team Liquid. But yeah, I mean, the coach, you already saw the interview or not? The coach said that Alter Ego coach is the difficult one.
Honestly,
right now.
Yeah, I feel like so far, the Zephyr and this draft and the other team's inability to keep up is really what is mostly putting Alter Ego up there.
Yeah, maybe because this is not officially from Munto, so I can talk another game a little bit. Because Zephyr comes from Dota 2, every mechanics player and every brain from Dota 2 player for me is like very, very high.
Because I was able to visit. I was able to go to TI like last year.
Is it allowed?
In Germany.
You're allowed, right, to go there?
Yeah, I was allowed. That was during MPL.
Oh.
So I was allowed. I took a break for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I just got to see that side of Dota, how complicated it is, how competitive it is, and how high mechanics, and there's just so much
difficult,
that
right?
you have to think about when you.
ML player, I think, cannot process what's happening in Dota 2, and Zephyr can. When Zephyr goes to MLBB, he bring this IQ to the gameplay of Alter Ego. For me, I don't know because I'm not an analyst or something like that. He's the analyst here. Yeah, he's the analyst. Okay, so next one, I want to talk about the woman empowerment. This is like a biggest topic that Muntun always brought because you especially as a woman, we can now see, and like all of the women teams is already have this achievement. You guys won the gold medal last SEA Games. Being a caster as a woman, what do you can share to other people that maybe still shy or maybe still afraid to join the esports scene?
So, be it a caster or a player or whichever involvement you're looking at to be part of the esports scene as a woman, I think there's no better time than now or the near future to be confident enough to just try and go for it. Because compared to how it was back then, there were already people who went through the most difficult times. There were women who faced majority of the backlash already, and they took the forefront just to allow us, I'd say even me, to be where I am today. And I'm mostly pertaining to, I guess, the first few women who were here in the esports scene, the Philippine esports scene, to be a bit more specific. I guess it was a lot easier during the earlier days, like the early first days, because I don't think people cared whether or not you're a woman or not. But eventually it got to a point where it started to become something people were commenting on a lot. So I think that was the most difficult part. And now I'd say, can rest assured that if not completely, people are more open to it now, and there are a lot of women too here in the esports scene that'll just openly support you. We have no one else but ourselves, and I just hope you all feel confident enough to give it a go, because you'll never know what can happen. I would not be here if I didn't try.
Yeah, very wise coming from a caster. Yeah, this girl is very wise. Oh, come on. How old are you?
24.
24. Still old. You still old. Yeah.
Okay.
He's the one who old. Very wise coming from you. I mean, there's a lot of thing happened there, because for a woman itself, Brigida, what I saw, in my opinion, because there are so many hate comment that maybe you don't want to read or something like that. This is a sensitive question. If you don't want to hear it, it's okay. I mean, there's a lot of things happen to women in esports that maybe we don't want it to happen to other people. That's why all of the ladies may be afraid to join, because if you join the esports and you get known by all of the people, that means all the people can comment about you. That's why maybe it's very hard. Like My Bini, you know My Bini, the one that you already branded by My Bini. Do you know what My Bini is?
Wife.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying, aku punya banyak suami.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the point of the question, I think. Do you already have a swami?
No.
No, not yet, right?
Not yet.
Even a boyfriend?
No.
Not yet. Okay, that's we can close the interview already, guys. Yeah. So that is the most question to Brigida in our comment, I think. Yeah, kan? Do you already have?
I don't, but I have many husbands.
Clarification
Okay.
Clarification to the camera. Okay, guys. So Brigida doesn't have any.
No.
No, yeah. Okay, but how do you say about this, all of this comment that maybe a few of it
Or
distract
inappropriate,
you?
yeah.
Inappropriate, yeah.
I do
What?
not understand Indonesian, so I don't know which ones are
Okay,
inappropriate. But
outside Indonesia,
Yeah,
maybe.
okay.
Yeah.
It's sad that you somehow have to prepare yourself for it, because there are just people who think that way, and I don't know what can be done to fix their brains. You know, they have this very inappropriate way of thinking, and it just annoys me so much too, because even sometimes the smallest things, such as like screaming or reacting towards, let's say, some insane plays that happen, get tagged or get described as something inappropriate for them, when in fact I don't think in any way it's inappropriate in any way if I were to just listen to it. I don't know, like some people think that way. It's hard, it's tough, especially when you're new. You'll have to go through all these comments, and it's not like you could just force yourself to not read any of it, because especially when you're starting, you definitely be curious to see what other people are saying about you or your performance or anything like.
Okay, that's very wise coming again from you. Second wise coach, yeah, I think. Coming
My
from
God.
Brigida. Okay, last thing. This is already a last segment. Okay, this is the last segment. We're going to talk a little bit about M7, because lastly we already talked about Team Liquid. This is definitely going to be in YouTube after the finals,
Okay.
definitely. But I want you to predict a little bit. Ow! I want to predict a little bit. Okay, so this is maybe will be uploaded next week. So everybody will see how you predict this last game. Can you predict this last game? Aurora versus Alter Ego. First point goes to who?
First game? Okay. I would say the first game will go to Alter Ego.
Alter Ego. Okay. And the last for the winner.
That's the first game. Okay, the winner. The winner.
Ayo lah.
I am Filipino, but I am having a hard time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that this is very close. This is a very close finals. But since I would not like to let go of my Filipino card,
Yes. Okay.
Aurora will win the grand
Aurora will
finals.
win. I already have my Alter Ego jacket with me, so definitely I'm going to choose Alter
Okay.
Ego for my country. But I want to clarify something. From the Filipinos' POV, if the Philippines can, let's say, this is the best, let's say can't win the continuity of the domination, what do you think the audience there will be like? Can you give us some example? Because let me tell you, if Indonesian be like Philippines, like winning all of the time, M2, M3, M4, M5, and then this season we are failed, it's going to be hated so much, definitely 100%. So, if this is the Philippines is the same or?
I mean, I have a feeling it is gonna be pretty similar, and it's sad to think that it might happen, considering that we've been winning for so long, and I guess that's the least you'd want to get from your countrymen, your fellow countrymen. Because there are just so much expectations from the Philippines already. So us not being able to continue the winning streak would definitely hurt the audience. I just hope it becomes somewhat more of a motivation for everyone to just keep supporting and to be a lot more motivated, hungrier for wins and to eventually get back.
Give positive sentiment to
Yeah.
all of the team, whether it's lose, whether it's winning, so they can still going up for the next year and maybe the
Yeah.
next season, something like that. Okay, so I think we're already out of time.
Oh?
Yeah. He said, so there's a question.
Okay.
The CEO of Alter Ego say,
Is?
the CEO of
Okay.
Alter Ego, Kodelwin, do you know him?
I've heard of his name.
Okay, say it. If Alter Ego win, he wants to recruit this PH girl, this very famous PH girl,
He said
becomes
that?
his talent, becomes their talent. Do you have any reaction to that one? Maybe you haven't seen the.
I haven't,
Because the
yeah.
CEO is streaming. Is a famous streamer right now, I believe. So he said that if Alter Ego win, guys, I will recruit Brigida as our talent or something like that.
Okay.
Do you agree with the with the promises? Do you
Okay.
agree?
Let's talk, boss. Let's talk.
Let's talk. Okay, Kodelwin, kalau mau, if you want, you can talk. This is you can give her contact lah. I mean, you can DM directly to her Instagram, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much Brigida.
Thank you so
much. Nice to know you. Can you do a closing for us?
Okay.
As you wish.
What's the name of the podcast?
Breakdown.
Okay. Hello guys. So thank you so much for having me for this podcast for Breakdown. I hope I was able to share some very insightful things and that you enjoyed watching this. This has been Brigida, and I'll see you next time, whether it be in the Philippines or here in Indonesia or wherever part of the world.
Yeah, that is My Bini, guys. Thank you Brigida.